Hi, it's the Irish Gypsy here to deliver your November 2016 mid-month readings. I am still using the Gilded Tarot deck by artist Ciro Marchetti, and even though we are focusing more on the remaining couple of weeks of November rather than the month in its entirety, I'm still going to be pulling the traditional 8 cards with a ninth card from the bottom of the deck as your crowning card representing overall energy and advice for the readings. As we always say, they're general readings, and there's so many of you watching. Of course, they're not going to mean the same thing and play out the same for everyone watching. Make sure to check your rising and your moon sign as well. You may find that watching all three gives you different glimpses of the time frame ahead that the reading covers in different areas of your life. So watching all three of them together gives you a more clear and cohesive picture of the time frame ahead. Just watch all three if you can, sun, moon, and rising. Thank you. Always, I like to start off with a note of gratitude for those who continue to watch and listen and follow my channel so loyally and so faithfully. Your support and feedback mean a great deal to me, and I never want to forget to say thank you to those of you who continue to watch. And welcome to any newcomers, and thank you so very much for watching and subscribing should you choose to do so. Thank you also to my regular clients for allowing me to be part of the continuously unfolding chapters of your lives and for the frequent updates that you send me in letting me know how the readings continue to play out for you in your lives. I'm grateful always to be a part of that. Thank you. And last but not least, a thank you to those of you who do continue to reach out for personal one-on-one readings. It is always an honor and a pleasure to read for you, and always, too, I express my gratitude for the trust that you place in me to interpret and intuit the cards for you. And if any of you are interested in a personal one-on-one reading with me, you can click on the little About button on my YouTube channel's homepage. That will give you a little more information about me and also has my email address. You can email me directly at Maggie1McGuire@gmail.com. I do readings full-time 6 days a week, so I'm able to get back with you quite quickly and schedule a reading within a fairly short period of time. Current turnaround time is anywhere from a couple of days up to 2 weeks, almost always within 2 weeks, but typically it's usually within a few days to a week. So if you're interested, send me an email and we'll go from there. I do readings anywhere from 15 minutes up to 90 minutes, and I also offer an hour-long yearly overview and outlook, which a lot of people like to get towards the end of the year in preparation for the coming year. And the readings also make wonderfully unique and personal gifts for friends as well. So send me an email if you're interested and we'll set something up for you. So moving right along, let's get right into this reading. This is for Cancer for November 2016 mid-month. What does the remainder of November 2016 have in store for the water sign of Cancer? Cancer the crab, our Cancerians. What do they need to know from Spirit to help navigate the remainder of November 2016? Show me the energies for the water sign of Scorpio. Sorry, not Scorpio, Cancer. Cancer the crab for November 2016 mid-month. Cancer, November 2016 mid-month. What does the remainder of November 2016 hold for our Cancerians? Cancer, November 2016 mid-month. Okay, Cancer. We begin with the Queen of Pentacles, followed by the Three of Swords. We have Justice, followed by the Empress. Beautiful combination. The Six of Swords, followed by the Six of Wands. And at or towards the end of November, we have the Four of Swords, followed by the Eight of Wands. And from the bottom of the deck, your overall energy is Judgment. You have Justice and Judgment, both in the upright position, Cancer. You also have the Six of Wands, the Victory and Triumph card. If any of you, well, some of you very clearly are going through some kind of battle or a legal conflict or litigation of any kind, lawsuits, or just waiting for a decision and an outcome which has legal ramifications, it shows very clearly you are going to be successful in this, that things will turn out in your favor and that they will be fair as well. But yes, I'm looking at Judgment, Justice, Six of Wands, all in the upright position. The Eight of Wands, that news and information coming in, also in the upright position. Very strong indicator that legal situations will work out in your favors. Outcomes, decisions, negotiations, contracts will be favorable for you this month. For those of you for whom this is a legal battle or litigation lawsuit of some kind, it's a triumph for you. It's a victory for you as well. And I think it's going to represent an overcoming and healing of some previous, whatever the challenge or battle was about. It looks like it was painful or emotionally challenging with that Three of Swords. Looks like you're going to be needing to take a break at the end of the month with that Four of Swords. But definitely a beautifully successful month for you. So let's begin, Cancer. We find ourselves around the middle of November 2016. I'm actually recording this on the 10th, 11th. We have the energy of the Queen of Pentacles, followed by the Three of Swords. So the Queen of Pentacles, Pentacles is a suit governed by Earth, the element of Earth. And it is, Pentacles governs things in that earthly environment, tangible, material, concrete things. Often it's money, finances, property, resources, etc. Concrete, see, touch, feel things. You can apply the same energy to love and relationships and spirituality, but even there, the energy is almost palpable, tangible, or tangible results of the efforts we've put into those areas of our lives. Queens and kings represent individuals who have reached the mastery of their suit. They're kind of at the top of their game. They've reached the achievement, the full experiential knowledge of the character traits of their suit. So the Queen of Pentacles would represent somebody, female, although because it's a general reading, there's so many of you watching, it could be a male as well, although it's primarily coming up as a female. She would represent a woman who's mature, perhaps older than you, or just, a grown up, someone who's evolved and matured, reflective individual. Very probably an earth sign, sun, moon, or rising, which would be Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. And because her element is earth, this is a very down to earth sort of person, very grounded, solid, stable, reliable. The Queen of Pentacles is very much, she's a great nurturing, caretaking energy as well. Out of all the court cards in the tarot, the Queen of Pentacles is probably one of, if not the most nurturing and caretaking card, because she's very good at doing that, particularly in those tangible, physical, day-to-day aspects of life and taking care of people. This can represent the energy of your being taken care of around this time of November 2016, or the energy that you are expending taking care of someone else as well, Cancer. She also can often come across as a mother figure, so this may represent situation with your mother. For some of you, and I'm sorry to say this, but for some of you, you may be in conflict with your mother or a maternal figure. But for others of you, you're receiving support from your mother or a maternal figure, somebody who plays that role in your life in a very significant way. Again, very nurturing, caretaking energy. Also very, prosperous and abundant too. The Queen of Pentacles represents somebody who's probably financially comfortable and probably a good source of advice and support in that arena as well. She's worked very hard to build up a foundation for herself in that tangible world. Now, the Queen of Pentacles is accompanied by the Three of Swords. Swords is a suit that's governed by the element of air. It's a very mental, cerebral, intellectual energy. It represents words, ideas, communication, thoughts, outlooks, perspectives, our belief systems. It's all about our head, what goes on up here. The Three of Swords, this one actually has a fair amount of emotion involved with it, because it's a card that represents heartache, heartbreak, loss of some kind, deep emotional pain, or a deep sense of disappointment. It sometimes can be accompanied by a feeling of betrayal as well. There is a triangular energy with these three swords piercing this heart. It, it can, excuse me, maybe coming down with a little bit of a cold. It can sometimes come up in relationship issues when there's been problems or conflict with infidelity or cheating or placing someone or something else in front of you. But it does represent a fair amount of emotional pain, and I'm sorry to see that for you. And paired with the Queen of Pentacles, the story is going to split off a variety of different ways. Again, some of you I feel may be in conflict with your mother or a mother figure. There may be some kind of conflict. I'm getting kind of verbal arguments there. For others of you, I'm getting that this Queen of Pentacles represents an actual person in your life who's supporting you and being a kind of a caretaking energy for you while you're going through a situation which looks very emotionally challenging or painful for you. I feel like that Three of Swords for a lot of you represents a situation that's not coming in right now, but it's something that's either happened in the recent past or it's ongoing. And the Queen of Pentacles is supporting you and helping to take care of you during this time, making you feel cared for and nurtured. This could be the Queen of Pentacles could be your energy, and you're helping somebody and being a source of support and that nurturing, caretaking energy for somebody else. And I feel like too, for a lot of you watching, that whatever the energy of this Three of Swords is, whatever the specific situation is, it does involve a situation in which you feel you were betrayed or wronged in some way. There was a wrong done. For a smaller portion of you, it could be something that you've done which looks like it's going to be righted or you're working to right. But for the majority of you, I feel like this is more, it's more about an injustice that's been done to you being righted this month or having significant movement towards that being corrected and balance restored. Next to that, we have Justice in the upright position paired with the Empress. Two major arcana cards, powerful combination, strong indicator of divine timing and orchestration coming in here. Justice in the upright position represents just that, justice. It represents fairness too, and fairness doesn't always necessarily mean that it feels good. It just means that that whatever the result or decision or judgment is, that it's fair to everyone involved based on the facts, the information, and the proven motivations of the people involved. Because, as the saying goes, justice is blind. It's not supposed to be based on emotions, but on proven motivations, facts, and information. This is the card of reaping what you sow, that what you put into something is what you get out of it. So, of course, mimicking or following high ideals means that if you've gone into a situation or comported yourself with honesty and truth and honor and integrity, that the result is going to be based on that as well. And it's going to be fair. And I feel like, again, for those of you for whom this is any kind of a legal situation or even contracts, it's going to be favorable for you. The result and the outcome is going to be in your favor. And there's this sense, again, of balance being restored, of wrongs being righted. And within a relationship too, if it's more personal relationship oriented or in you know, a relationship where you feel again like somebody has been unjust to you or mistreated you in some way, there is a rectifying energy coming in this month to balance things out. And and there's a lot of nurturing energy too as well with that Queen of Pentacles and this Empress too. Whatever this decision, this outcome is, looks like it provides an opportunity to begin again, either in a new, fresh way, particularly in personal relationships, or in a legal sense too. Whatever the outcome is, provides you with the freedom and perhaps even the financial resources to begin again, to have a fresh start, to move in a different direction. Or even perhaps if this is waiting for funding to come in to begin something new, again, it looks like it's favorable for you. The Justice card is accompanied by the Empress card, beautiful energy, another very nurturing, caretaking energy, although sometimes this can be oriented more towards self-care. Um, she's considered she's kind of the traditional earth mother of the tarot. There's an element of nature associated with this as well, but she's about pregnancy, rebirth, fertility. It's about the time being right to plant seeds to begin to grow something. This isn't a full manifestation card. This is about the time being right to begin something, to start something, to put the seeds in the ground and begin to take care of them so that they can grow to their full manifestation, which is what the Empress is best at. That's her area of expertise, is in taking care of, helping small things to grow, planting seeds and nurturing them. This is also the green light card for beginning new projects. If any of you are thinking about starting something new, whatever this outcome you've been waiting for, a decision, whatever it is that you've been waiting for specifically, that's coming in your favor over the next few weeks, allows you or provides you the opportunity and potentially the resources to begin something new, to also bring closure to something, to enable you to plant the seeds for an idea you have or a new beginning you have. And part of this too, because of this nurturing energy, whatever this is, may give you the opportunity to be taken care of or take care of something else. For some of you, I'm just getting adoption. That's very specifically oriented. Some of you may be getting kind of the green light on adoption, and this very nurturing, caretaking energy is actually quite maternal. Some of you may be winning a custody case. Again, there's that aspect of it. Custody, adoption, something to do with that. It allows you to, it puts you in a maternal role somehow, for those of you for whom that resonates, either in a maternal or paternal way as well. Um, However the specifics play out, the energy remains fundamentally the same. Success and triumph for you. And again, it represents rights being wronged and an evening of balance. And for some of you, rectifying a previously out of balance situation. There's healing in this. You're moving from a turbulent, chaotic time, a challenging time, into a time that's more peaceful and serene and settled. You're not quite there yet, but the remainder of this month is all about getting what you need to kind of transition to that place, because next we have a combination of two sixes, the Six of Swords and the Six of Wands. Sixes are a number of problem solving, of communication. The Six of Swords is a card that has a lot of, the energy is very healing, restorative, peaceful energy. It's more of a quiet, somber card, but in a peaceful, healing way. There's like the time that you've been through and you've been struggling through cancer for some time, whatever it is for you. And then there's the time where it's all over and everything's settled, the dust is settled, and you're on this new path, on a definitive path with a definitive plan. This is the card of actually moving towards that time period. It's going to be getting better and easier, particularly as a result, whatever it is you're waiting for coming in does. And it's new beginnings, but it's also healing and peace and serenity. That Six of Swords is paired with the Six of Wands, another six. This is fire energy. It's Wands, which is all about, it's a fire element. It's about creating, building, manifesting, change, movement, action, power. The Suit of Wands is dynamic and fluid and all about movement and power. Um, the Six of Wands is a card of triumph, victory, success. This man is riding back into town because he went off to do something, uh, struggle with something, battle, gather resources to begin something new. Whatever it is for you, the remainder of November is about overcoming. You're overcoming something successfully. Again, I'm getting legal case, lawsuits, litigation, contracts. Again, I'm getting adoption or custody too. It looks like you guys are going to be winning, and there is a sense of triumph. Again, particularly in situations, Cancer, where you feel an injustice has been done to you or someone you care about, balance is being out of whack. It is coming together, and it is, there is a sense of triumph and victory over the remainder of November 2016. Looks like things are going to be working in your favor, particularly judgments and decisions. But it looks like I mean, this is all great positive energy, and there's an overall flow towards moving away from chaos and emotional pain and all this turbulence into a quieter, more peaceful time. And at the end of November 2016, it looks like you need it. You need a break. All this going back and forth, even though it works out, there's a strong indication it works out very well for you, but it feels like it's taken a lot out of you. At or towards the end of November 2016, we have the Four of Swords with the Eight of Wands. The Eight of Wands is a communication card. It can represent swift, powerful, successful communication going back and forth, which definitely is happening this month. It also represents news and information that's on its way. You may be waiting for the remainder of whatever this decision is or further news and information, although what you've gotten so far appears to be a very clear victory, a very clear success. And it could too be that it's taking a break from communication because I feel like this has involved a lot of communication with a fair number of people. And at the end of the month, you need to withdraw and take a break and kind of carve out some quiet time for yourself. That Eight of Wands is paired with the Four of Swords, which is a card of rest, of respite, recuperation, kind of a sense of being very tired, worn out, exhausted. Be careful with that. Always be vigilant with that energy. You want to take care of yourself as well and make sure that in addition to those of you that are taking care of nurturing other people, that you in turn are being taken care of, or that you carve out the space to take care of yourself because it looks like again, while there's a lot of success and triumph, it's really very busy and there's a lot going on. And at the end of the month, you really need to make sure to take some time to take care of yourself, get away for a few days if you can, or at least kind of withdraw. That the Four of Swords is a card of withdrawing from conflict, not being quite done with it. I don't feel like everything finishes and wraps up in the next 2 weeks, but it is successful. It's going to be successful. I feel like it actually finishes resolving completely in December, but it looks like at the end of November, probably around Thanksgiving time, you really need to take a break, withdraw from whatever it is for at least a short time. Maybe just kind of suspend the communication and take care of yourself and make sure that you don't get sick or too worn out, too stressed out. Take a break, take care of yourself, Cancer, because you are very much a nurturer and a caretaker, and sometimes you can deplete yourself by doing that. Now, your overall energy from the bottom of the deck, your crowning card and advice is Judgment in the upright position. Very similar to Justice. There is it's a powerful card, and there's an air of finality about the Judgment card. It says that whatever the outcome is of something, whatever decision outcome is, and whatever action you take or set into motion, be very careful and thoughtful because it's going to set the stage for something for quite some time to come. Whatever this outcome is, for those of you waiting for a decision, a judgment, an outcome, it's going to stick and it's going to lay the groundwork for quite some time to come. For those of you who have any major decisions to make or actions to take, don't be spontaneous and impulsive. Be thoughtful. Consider all the pros and cons before you set anything in motion because whatever you begin, you're not going to be able to pull back from. Again, it's a card that carries a certain amount of weight and finality about it. So be careful how you proceed this month and make sure that any major decisions you make, actions you take are thought out before you do it because you won't be able to kind of reverse them. And the same with outcomes and decisions. They're going to be pretty final when they come down. But in the upright position, again, a very positive feeling. Again, triumph, success, and victory this month playing out, although I feel like it doesn't get completely resolved until December. And there will need to be a time at the end of November where you need to take a break and take care of yourself because it looks kind of exhausting. Um, it looks like a lot has gone into this, and we have that Three of Swords too, and there's a fair amount of pain or heartbreak associated with it as well. It looks like you have at least one source of good nurturing, caretaking support here. Um, but again, if things are going to work out pretty well, and you are going to be transitioning into a much more peaceful time, so take heart from that, Cancer. It's a lovely, positive reading, and it looks like everything that you've put into this situation, however it plays out specifically, is really paying off for you. It looks like you're almost there. So just hang in there and know that you're doing well and that the results are going to be positive. And you're going to see a lot of that manifest for you over the next couple of weeks. So, Cancer, that pretty much wraps up the remainder of November 2016 for you. I hope you've enjoyed this reading and have found it useful. That it always, I always hope it brings you some wisdom and a little bit of clarity. Thank you very much for watching it. And again, if any of you are interested in a personal one-on-one reading, either for yourself or as a gift for a friend, particularly going into the holidays, please feel free to contact me directly at Maggie, the number one, McGuire at gmail.com. I would be very happy to work with you. I will see you all again in a couple of weeks for the December 2016 general readings. And until then, as always, Cancer, I wish you joy, peace, blessings, and a happy life. Thank you so very much for watching, and I hope to see you soon. Bye-bye.